Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
What you are about to hear is the audio version of our first gaming stream where the team plays Doki Doki Literature Club Chapters 1 and 2. For more gaming content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like, share and subscribe this terrible show. You can find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Slasher and Goodreads. Become part of the Disturbed community by asking for the Facebook group and Discord links. Send dick pics to the horrorofbabylonpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/thehorrorofbabylon. You probably won't regret giving us money.
Welcome to our first ever Horror of Babylon game stream where we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I am Ryan, and with me as always is Daniel. Say hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
And Hef is back, our good friend who did our Batman episodes with us. Say hi, Hef.
How you doing, all? I'm got the strawberry daiquiri. I'm feeling pretty good.
So like I said, we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and Daniel, if you just want to tell us a little bit about this game.
To say that I'm a fan of this game is an understatement. I like this game way more than any 34-year-old man should. I find it cute. I think that the little twists in it are... they were especially smart for what the guy was going for.
Oh, this beer is gross.
I've been eagerly awaiting more things from, I think it's pronounced Team Salvato, that made this. They haven't put anything else out to my knowledge.
Is this an American production company? Or
I believe so.
Okay.
Isn't there like a paid-for version of this now?
I like the game so much that I got the paid-for version because I wanted to give them money to encourage them to make more things. My only criticism is I bought it for the PlayStation 4, and there's a scene in it that's censored.
Did Sony censor it?
No, he censored it, but it's pretty heavily implied it's because that's the only way they would put it on the PlayStation.
Is it on Xbox?
It's on the Switch, which it's not censored on, and it's not censored on Steam.
The Switch game library has been such a huge improvement over the previous Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
They really have gone all out on the Switch.
I have the GTA trilogy on my Switch. And
Yeah,
mobile GTA trilogy is pretty dope, let me tell you.
I'm trying to talk somebody currently into selling me one of their Switches.
They announced at Star Wars Celebration last weekend that Knights of the Old Republic 2 is getting ported to the Switch.
With the DLC, it's not even really DLC, it was like fan remade cutout content.
Yeah, I have it on the Xbox, but I'm probably going to buy it on Switch.
I am trying to get a Switch right now because of that announcement.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I have the Switch Lite.
And I might buy this like secondhand for the Switch.
I have a Switch Lite, but I kind of like. It's a lot. I don't know how much cheaper it is, but it is.
Ryan, what are you naming yourself?
Ryan.
You're just doing all weeaboo-y.
No.
Ryan.
I feel like we gotta soak up the weeb. Hey!
Oh,
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today? But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Hef, I'm assuming you can't read this.
I can see it.
You can see it, but
Do you want to sit on my lap?
It's quite alright.
We used to walk to school together on days like this.
I'm okay with the lap, I'm just not okay.
But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
You sad sack of
Aw.
shit. You have a girl getting attention to you. You awful, awful fucking piece of shit.
Here's girl next door, Sayori.
Alright, so I'll read the narrations.
Okay.
Who wants to do Sayori?
I plan on doing Natsuki.
Okay.
So I guess that's me now. Okay.
Can you read it from back there?
Ha! Ha! Oh, I gotta try to do a girl voice? Okay.
Okay. I mean, you can do whatever voice you want. You can do Cotton Hill for all I care.
Come on, you gotta do her voice. Ex-wife! Oh, dude, no, do that voice for her. She is now Cotton Hill.
She's okay. Hank's wife?
We should have named ourselves Hank's wife. That's so much better than Ryan.
Hank! Hank!
Okay. Yeah, you do better, Cotton. Alright.
I overslept again. But I caught up to you in time. Maybe, but only decided to stop and wait for
That's
you.
Ryan's line.
You. God damn it.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
And
Tiny fingers.
you say that you were thinking about ignoring me? The Jeffs didn't ignore me, buddy. Let's see, what is this? That's that's mean. No, you're. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Hold on, I gotta move this.
Come a little closer. We'll scooch.
That's mean, Ryan.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all.
This teenage boy doesn't want to be seen as a couple with this girl.
If she had a voice like this, I wouldn't either. I guess you don't have it in you. Be mean to me even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the streets together and make our way to school. Woo. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
And that's how I killed Fitty Man. By the way, Ryan, have you decided on a club to join yet?
I have a feeling it's going to be the literature club. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year.
Did I?
I'm sure it's possible.
I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about...
I love this voice, man.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize and have any skills before college.
Hold on 1 second, I forgot to post.
That's why we don't call you Good Hand.
I'm bad, Hank. Because I was born in New York.
And you did burn a steak.
I did.
Yeah, politely ask them to leave. I'd have shoved their head in a trash compactor. Oh, me again?
Yeah.
Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now. But you cut off my speech, boy.
When I do that, you gotta fill it in yourself.
You trust me, right?
Hold on, I gotta get that. Okay, now we're good. I have the chat up. I posted all the socials. Yep.
You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll stay? You'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl?
Pity me.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head.
What's for tips?
I just want to put it out there that Ryan, cannot take a hint already.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. So I'm like any other protagonist in a harem anime.
Yeah.
After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh,
Hey, you were the president of that.
I was.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you before you coming out in the classroom, but I saw you just sitting in here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. That's impressive.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. I thought,
No, what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out.
I just want to put it out there again that we're not going to be able to top this voice now.
I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
Scene change! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Who's this horrible?
So who's doing this?
Oh, because that's your girl, you get this voice. I voted for Omega to be the voice you use, but I can't do voices, so mine's gonna be the worst.
Well, I'll try out a couple things here, and we'll see what we like.
See what sticks.
We'll throw some spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Hunter, Omega, Rekka, Hunter, Rekka. I've been captured by Cad Bane, Hunter. You need to come and rescue me from Cad Bane.
I hate how much this fits.
I'm a clone of Django Fett. Except I have a vagina. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Welcome to the Literature Club, Master Shake. It's a pleasure meeting you. Don't talk to the giant pile of French fries. He's an asshole. Or, let's see. Uncle Hank? No.
No.
No, okay. That's my universe and you will not have it.
Peggy Hill.
Hey, Gil.
Nancy.
John Redcorn.
Nancy, why is your husband in your bedroom?
To John Rainford.
No.
No.
Captain Hollister, I want to know her.
You do that, Brannigan.
No,
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting.
Oh, Jesus.
Kif, get on all fours and cover my thighs from the cold.
I'll just simply cut it from here with the ship's laser. You don't know.
Hello there, mate. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you today. Why don't you head on back to the classroom, sit down in the back corner seat, and I'll reach around and give you a jolly wumper under the desk.
I like all of these. You missed your calling as a voice actor.
No, I'm not good enough for that. The leprechaun tells me to burn things. Welcome to the Literature Club, where we burn things. It's a pleasure meeting you. Do you like fire?
Yeah, that's the one.
Hello, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Alright, here we go. What are we gonna do for her? I can't really do voices, so give me some direction here.
Is this Natsuki?
Yeah, this is not Suki. This is my waifu.
Okay. I want you to picture Dokuro-chan in your head,
Okay.
but then channel your inner Dale Gribble.
I can't do a Del Gribble voice.
But Hank, no, I can't do that.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Okay. Seriously? You brought boy? That doesn't sound anything like Del Gribble.
No, but I mean that's
Just give her a southern accent.
okay.
it's fine.
Just do that, but just put a little more twang into it.
A little more twang.
A little more
Look,
chicken,
Matthew McConaughey.
chicken fried. Like that.
Seriously?
Look at Louisiana style.
You are overestimating my range here.
Well, just do whatever you're comfortable with.
Seriously? You brought a boy?
Okay, Valley Girl works.
Yeah.
All right, Valley Girl.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Uh-oh. There's a third one has entered the fray. We're so...
I've already got 3 things I'm doing.
All right, I guess I can do this one.
You get to be Monica.
Monica. Okay. Okay, so I got Cotton Hill as the other one. I really want to do Zach Brannigan.
Do Zach Brannigan. I'm pro Zach Brannigan.
Ah, right. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Silence.
Dot.
Ellipses.
Ellipses. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
I'm looking at my next adventure. Sorry. Natsuki! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Oh, okay.
Cotton Hill!
You can. Just ignore her when she gets moody. Just
Sayori-
like ex-wife.
Sayori says
I wish I
that
could do a Peggy Hill.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that! Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
It sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right.
This might be the best Monica voice I've ever heard, and I've heard like 10.
It's great to see you again, Ryan. I'm getting more and more sounding like George Takei.
That's fine. That's
also
fine.
fine.
I have a feeling we'll be cycling through different voices. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica.
Come sit down, Ryan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Me too. Then how about I make some tea as well? I love tea. Their curls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Doja!
Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
I'm like so talented.
So cute.
Like a boat full of dead commies.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Oh, I probably shouldn't eat this cupcake. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good, Sayori. Natsuki. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I like you or anything.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you, baka.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh wait, that's right. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you.
That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm so glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
Threats. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home. Okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personal, like something I personally enjoy, to make something special of it.
Like making a horror podcast.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
We are Monica.
Oh, do you like King, Koontz, Jackson, Matheson?
Now you're officially my woman.
Cotton Hill!
Oh, shit. Monica is really great leader.
Like General George S. Patton!
I took
Not Jesus Christ.
Or General Douglas MacArthur! He bombed the hell out of them commie bastards! Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention and rock it back and forth just like a rebound. Worthwhile. Sorry.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Yes?
Oh shit, it's the texture. You have to work and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Like a single female lawyer.
Single female lawyer having sex.
But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? You suck! Oh, God. Yeah!
We'll do our best, Miss President.
I'm gonna try something new here.
You know it!
Chain smoking.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find... It looks like their skirts have polka dots. Sorry. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ryan, what kind of things do you like to read? Fast food, directions, VCR programming instructions? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, Master Shake. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Amen, sister. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Thanks to the horror of Babylon.
I listen to every episode, which, by the way, drops every Sunday. We do a book episode every 2 weeks and adaptations on the following week. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. As for someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Egg, I hate horror.
Oh? Why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
Don't say it out loud.
The Velour Fog.
Oh my god, dude.
The most sensual part of the woman is the boobies.
I think you're nasty, man.
Give me a second.
Natsuki says, and give that back.
Give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you even care? I can't decide on voice.
I think that's impressive.
Into a Cockney.
Cockney, yeah, let's do Cockney.
Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't even back them.
Maybe I should read some of my erotica on this stream.
You should. I 100% support that.
Not a very confident writer yet, huh?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. It was said by a Chinese philosopher in the year 2. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
I can get behind that 100%. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example, help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. We're all about sharing here.
Ellipses! Do the ellipses dance. Ellipses to the left, ellipses to the right, ellipses dance. Over.
Pausing the sentence all day and night.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Ellipses question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. I've already got mine started. That way, everyone's even. Mine will be in the form of a song. Leela! L-E-E-L-A, Leela. Yeah, let's do it.
L-E-E-L-A Leela.
Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum.
The last three Zap Brannigan quotes have all been from the same episode.
I love that episode.
It's a great episode. That's the episode to quote.
This new episode. All right. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all to get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds
Of the club.
bond of the club.
This is a
Isn't
new
that
game.
right, Ryan?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, they don't look happy. They do not look happy.
I get the bad end.
This is how I lost my legs out in them. Oh, I've been having it now.
All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I think I should join this club.
I really wish I could do a Peggy Hill voice.
But
Hoo-ha! Peggy Hill!
okay. But baby, you never showed me your surprise.
I am a substitute teacher. I will not be talked down to.
I'm sorry. I thought.
Ryan!
Thanks,
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like, just join, you punk? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right.
That's why
Okay.
I joined anime clubs.
What? Okay, I've decided
I've
then.
ever heard.
I'll join the literature club. And now we all yell Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I am so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me there for a minute.
If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. The key is to element of surprise. Surprise! Write a poem to bring in at the next meeting that we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Ryan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
That came off so sinister, dude.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Ryan, since we're here already, do you want to walk home together?
Do you get any choices in this game?
Yes.
Okay. That's right.
It's coming up.
Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. For choices, we'll vote.
Don't forget to save your game between choices. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls.
Who are you gonna
Sayori,
choose?
Natsuki, Yuri, And of course, Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to any one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Write your erotica, Ryan. But before that, I have to go pee again.
It's time to write a poem. Okay, you go ahead.
BRB.
Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen when whoever like.
I know words for Monica. Sensual.
Shame.
Shame.
Oh.
Disowned.
Shame fantasy. Yes.
Fantasy.
Shame
Milk.
fantasy milk. Child.
Vivacious.
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 Shame fantasy milk vivacious. Fireflies.
Lust.
Yes. Lust. Warm play breath journey grief intellectual lipstick.
Disarray.
I'm going with grief. Experience heart comfort in
Lollipop.
Y'all disoriented.
Flower.
Massacre.
Oh, massacre. Yeah.
Massacre. Wrath.
Effulgence.
Tragedy.
What the hell is effulgence?
Effulgent. Hold on.
I've never heard of this word.
Hold on.
Agonizing is a close second, though.
Define effulgent.
Fulgent.
I don't know what that word is.
Are we picking words?
Shining brightly, radiant.
What kind of words have you guys been
Agonizing.
picking?
You'll see.
Or pretty much anything bodacious and awful.
Whirlwind, excitement, rain, cloud, fireworks, disaster, electricity, together, fickle.
Whirlwind.
A whirlwind of excitement.
I was thinking disaster.
The Disaster Master. It's a poem, it has to rhyme.
Anxiety, dark, vanilla.
Nightgown.
Nightgown. Nightgown. Kitty!
Desire.
Desire.
Doki
Doki.
Desire or
Vertigo.
Doki Doki? Vertigo's good too.
Vertigo.
Vertigo? Okay. Romance, email, sunset, infallible, heartbeat, silly, waterfall, shiny.
Waterfall sounds extremely sexual.
Sure. Nibble.
Nibble. Yeah.
Nibble. I want to nibble on something.
Strawberry.
Giggle, shopping, skipping.
Skirt. There's a skirt there.
I do like skirts.
Sensation, laugh, happiness, peaceful,
Anime.
good. Anime. Infinite. Kawaii! Controllable.
You're making
games,
Not
prayer.
Suki jump a lot. I'm going to have to do a
Prayer.
Valley Girl accent.
Prayer.
I want this one to. Prayer, sure.
Gotta pick-
Damn it!
What's-
Okay. What kind of words do you think Tits McGee there will like?
Which one is Tits McGee?
Yuri.
Oh, okay.
Be wad.
Boo?
You think she'll like Boo?
I don't know. I'm gonna click boo.
Man.
No! Damn it! I have no idea what she'll like.
Hi again, Ryan.
I'm so glad you're doing her voice.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I feel like should we have like Wonder Years and have Daniel Stern do these narrations?
I wish we had that.
I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for coming for keeping your promise, Ryan. And then will you promise to take me and Firelock down to the mall? I want to see the new Star Wars movie.
Settle down, Yuri.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Oh, shit. It's still me, isn't it? Cotton Hill told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year.
Works for tips.
And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take this seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Oh, I would never do that.
I've seen no.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Ryan always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps with the busy work without me even asking. Like cocking?
Like cocking. You know it's cocking now.
Freudian slip.
Like cocking, cleaning my room.
Like cocking? Cleaning my room? Looking at my underwear?
How dependable.
I fucking love that to me, blood.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
They came to get me. I had no choice but to do it.
That's how Cotton died.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little bit jealous. If I weren't just a little bit of a meatwad.
How come? You and Ryan can become good friends too.
Sayori.
Mhm.
Ellipses dance. Do the ellipses dance.
We should get
Ellipses
ellipses
to the
tattoos.
left. Ellipses to the right. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in.
Oh! You even brought something today, you know? I didn't read that already.
Wait, so...
These voices are
Sayori, wait.
So I picked an easy one.
Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing, Sayori.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry. Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what.
Is that so?
Oh my god, dude.
You want his phone.
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Look.
Literature.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
Shameless Tramps of the Serengeti, my favorite.
What's the comic that or the manga that One Eye Guy, Kakashi. What's the one he reads? Paradise. Something.
Hold on, I'll look this up.
We have to know.
We have to know. Jiraiya writes them.
He does?
Yeah.
He does, yeah. Jiraiya is the author.
Kakashi book.
I decided like 2 days ago that I'm gonna stop pretending that I'm ever gonna get back into Naruto. So
Icha Kakashi. What?
it's Paradise something. Yeah, that's the cover.
Yeah. What book is Kakashi reading?
Icha.
That's the weeaboo name. I want the English name.
Make Out Paradise.
Make Out Paradise. There we go.
Oh! I just burped into my hand and the beer breath went up my nose.
Sexy.
You wouldn't have lasted 10 seconds in the war.
Shut up! Master Shake! Master Shake! File out! Master Shake touched my Super Nintendo! He got peanut butter on my Donkey Kong! Okay. we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like. Despite me not reading much, Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Sounded a little backhand.
Ooh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki's utter as exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping a collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
You're right. I know. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
You got the Natsuki date.
Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out what where the other person's seeing. I disagree, but okay. How did you know
At the
anyway?
age of middle school, I think, or high school, I think that's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah. I don't think I ever had any issues letting my geek flag fly, but yeah, I see what you're
I
saying.
heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written all over your face, like right there, and like right there, all the virgin spots.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
Howie.
There it is.
Howie.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can just go through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the
tone of your voice. You're being shitty. But I'll tell you one thing, Ryan. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
Volume 1. I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah,
You just had to get the Natsuki date.
This whole thing
I stare
feels
at the cover.
very, aggressive.
it features 4 girls in a colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Okay, before we go deeper, this is randomly generated?
No,
It's
it's
based
based off
on
of
the
the number
poem.
of the words you pick.
Oh,
He picked more Natsuki words than anyone else.
we did pick rather aggressive words.
Don't just stand there. I'm telling you to sit the fuck down.
Ooh-wah. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet.
You're gay now, it's June.
She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
Chairs are the patriarchy.
This is how my cousin got pregnant.
I take my seat with the patriarchy.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Are you fucking stupid?
I can't
why
read
is
when I'm
that?
also trying to see.
I guess it'd be easier to be close together like this.
And don't say it like that. Alright, I'll start using my smoker voice again. You make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
I read that as I could feel her peeing over my shoulder.
This is the twist! It's...
I'm peeing over your shoulder. Don't get it on my manga. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. I already read it, damn. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? This isn't One Piece, you have to pay attention.
That's not true. One Piece's continuity is very deep. It's the Futurama freaking shonen series. The continuity is crazy.
I knew that would get a response.
It's true, though.
Well, see, he's got someone peeing on his shoulder. He's going to nearly be distracted with this.
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk about the same time. I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Like Love
So, no. Love Hina is harem, not slice of life.
It's a slice of my life.
Yeah, that's, I'm sure. What should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously, it's not Dragon Ball Z. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean...
Like this game?
We're having a rough time.
Well, I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop.
Like Turning Red.
Yes, just like Turning Red. I draw pictures of you under my bed.
And we're mermaids and we're lovers, and my mother finds it and drags me to the ice cream shop and embarrasses me.
Yeah, just like real life. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they go into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it good.
This reminds me of that, was it Hanakimi?
Oh, I thought you were going to say The Hobbit.
I fucking love Hanakimi.
Is that one? Where like she's
There are so many
Where
touching parts.
She's in love with a guy who goes to an all-guys school, so she cross-dresses and joins the school and lives in the dorm, and he's her roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's the third guy who falls in love with her, but of course he thinks she's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, oh my god, I'm gay. But he's really not, but he doesn't know that.
That story reminds me of my ex-wife.
That's a good one. Is that so?
Where did those disappear?
JT was the one who...
Of course
had
he
the-
fucking was.
I never bought a single... But I wanted to finish it, but... Yeah, I know. It sounds like you really want... you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
I can't do a laugh. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
So whenever she laughs, just scream instead. Ooh-wah. What the hell's ooh-wah? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
This isn't even my final form. Good save.
Oh, she said to save.
That's important. Don't forget to save your game.
Are we still at chapter 1?
Yes.
Oh my god. How many chapters are there?
4.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga.
Well, it's in the fucking title. Goddamn.
Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something.
It's literally called Cake Was.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
Just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I started reading this manga. Like I would get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel so bad for anyone that impressionable. I'm not Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill's the most impressionable character of all time.
I love this toy.
Definitely not a
Bobby
coincidence.
Hill.
I can't do a good Bobby. But Dad.
Dad.
But Dad.
I'm okay, Dad.
Yeah.
It's hard to do a Bobby Hill.
I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better choices. Agreed. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge?
It was me and
Oh, you get the special picture of Natsuki.
We read on for a few minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Ellipses dance, ellipses to the left,
Middle
ellipses
ribbon
to
in
the
her
right.
head, like it's very disorienting.
Yeah,
to
it's a
look at
little
Her
strange.
hairstyle's a little out there.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so.
I like
guess-
the way you turn pages.
I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
Ellipses.
Question mark. Hmm? You don't?
I don't have any friends.
That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not, like, rub it in?
I'm
Jeez.
sure that'll happen later. Sorry?
Huh. Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them all being like, you still haven't grown out of that? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Oh, you just called her a loser. But it's
You
probably
motherfucker.
but it's probably harder for someone like you.
Huh? Yeah, I guess that's pretty accurate.
She can
Wait,
kick you up and
which
down
part?
the bayou.
I mean... I once had a bayou.
Born in the bayou. Sorry.
I feel like I
There's
can't
a
even
bathroom
keep it in my
on the
room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found my parfait girls. At least he's safe in the club room where no one will steal it.
Why is your dad stealing your manga?
Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it.
What kind
Fucking
of a
is that
dad do
Bradigan.
you have?
Ugh. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it?
My voice keeps going in and out of different shit.
Here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like I get solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
Ellipses.
Ellipses dance! To ellipses to the left, ellipses
You're making
to
me
the
do
right.
the baka face, motherfucker. So,
Ah-ha-ha!
jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing.
Ha ha ha!
I said just scream! Just...
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. She's like Midori, but not a hand. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter, no spoilers.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Is that?
Oh,
Yeah, you're back, man.
okay, everyone.
Eh?
Are you ready for today's poems?
Ellipses dance all over the place. Whip your cock out and dance around.
My cock's been out this whole time. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? I was just about to make my move.
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright.
Just out of range of
Guess I'll stop. What? Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happened? Fucking rude.
Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
It's not like it's Battle Royale Volume 5. This is fine. Oh, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. How big is this fucking manga? Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one.
But I gotta read the book from Yuri.
And you don't get to read the book from Yuri if you don't get the Yuri dates.
Ah, that's bullshit! She gave me the book!
And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow?
Yeah, don't bend it by tomorrow.
I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Oh, boo-hoo. But I suppose that's a necessary
certainly
sacrifice.
not in the age of Netflix.
No.
What's the fucking show you're watching?
Sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before.
Well, now, everyone's here and ready. Why don't we find someone to share with? I can wait! I can't wait! I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I guess since we're on a date with, I'm going to vote Sayori.
Sayuri is your neighbor girl.
Oh, no, I did Natsuki.
Natsuki, okay, so I'll have to read the Natsuki poem.
Well, what are your guys' votes?
I thought you wanted Yuri.
I do, but we already...
I mean, you still got time. You still got time to turn things around.
Alright, so we'll go for Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced. So I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Why don't they just read them in front of everybody? Ellipses dance.
Oh, you read. I'll be right back.
Ellipses dance. Yuri stares at the poem. We'll just hold up for a minute. Woo! We are just taking a breather while our third host steps out for a minute. My goodness gracious.
I cannot hold my pee like I used to.
Me neither. I am just getting old.
Like, I've only had 2 beers, and I already feel it coming on again.
Yeah, no, I haven't even finished my second one.
I've watched like 10 Let's Plays of this game, and I think Zap Brannigan for Monica has been my favorite Monica.
Yeah. I've watched 0 Let's Plays of this game. I got nuts in my mouth.
Are they mine?
No.
Okay, that's good. They're not pickle nuts, though. I'm gonna buy us more pickle nuts. We're gonna do a pickle night.
I shouldn't eat nuts into the microphone.
I mean, maybe not if we were reading.
Yeah.
This is like some ASMR stuff. You can like chew for people.
Would you like to hear me chew on some nuts? First, I put the cashew in between my back teeth, the wisdom teeth that are no longer there. I slowly slide it in between my back teeth with my tongue. I twist my tongue around the tip of the cashew until it's firmly in place between my back two teeth. And then I crunch.
My headcanon is that the poem you're sharing is the erotica that you've written.
Maybe I should bring some of that up real quick while we're on a short break.
I think we could write erotica.
I can't remember the website I used to put these on. You know, I might have them saved on my computer.
What I wanted.
Yep, I have them.
This is the poem you're sharing with the girls. This is canon now.
Okay. While we're on a quick break, here's some erotica.
Some excerpts from Ryan's writing days.
This is called Taboo, and I wrote this in 2008. Lying awake in bed at night, my mind starts to wander. Although I know I shouldn't, my body won't let me stop. I dream of her, the one who makes my heart murmur, the one who awakens my inner beast. Just a mental picture of her, and her firm, natural breast makes my dick hard. It alerts me to its presence with a sudden shock of pain. It wants to fuck her so bad it hurts. I try to resist, but it commands me, so I slowly slip my hand across my skin and under the tight waistband of my boxers. My mind pictures her wearing nothing but her silky purple bra and panties. She holds me tightly against her breasts. I caress my dick, gliding my hand slowly up and down the shaft, my grip loose. I decide these undergarments a bother and slide them off my waist. Now, with that, they have retired to the floor, and I can really get to work. I grip my dick as if it's a sword drawn in battle, tightly and with conviction. I imagine her touching herself, rubbing her pussy. Her panties have become soaked. She is excited just by me entering the room. She becomes rough with herself. She starts clawing at her vagina through her panties, and she is pinching, twisting, and pulling at her nipples without mercy. All the time, I'm watching her in my mind, stroking my dick harder and harder, faster and faster. I can hardly stand this. I want to become one with her so badly. I want to release my cum into her. I want her to feel it, feel how hot it is. She slides her hand into her panties, starts to massage the entrance to herself. She is imagining me just as I am her. I can only pray she is in her room, in her bed, right above my head, doing the same. She is expressing her lust for me with masturbation as well as I know it. I leave this room, fly to her side, and fuck her until she begs me to stop. I will put my dick inside of her and pound her until she wakes up the entire planet with her moans of pleasure. The darkness will be our blanket and our cover as I express my undying love for her. I will show her that I will never love another by injecting her with every last drop of cum that I have. I tighten my grip and I can feel an orgasm coming. I want it so badly. I know if I stop and wait for another, it'll feel better, but I must have it now. She must know what I want and how this will feel. It's building. It's building. Suddenly my dick erupts. I fling the blanket off of me just in time to see my cum shooting into the air like a rocket, only to come landing down onto my chest. Lying in the darkness, I think of how pathetic I am. My only wish is to make love to her, to love her forever with my body, they become one to fuck her. The truth is, though, I can't even tell her how I feel. I won't tell her that every time she enters the room, something inside of me awakens. With the simplest touch, even embrace, a fire burns inside me. All I can do is love her when she wants it. That is all I can do for my mommy.
I'd just like to put this out there that he was worried about what I was going to say on stream, and I talked him into doing this.
That was beautiful.
That was my poem for Literature Club.
That's what she just read. That's what Gary just read.
We emphasize the lit in Literature Club.
Hey, and we kept a viewer through all of that. Okay. Yuri
It
stares.
was Gary.
You're a good person.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
I have that problem too. It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through this.
And so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Alright, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part for the fool.
Mr. T.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club can give you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
I'm down, Agnew.
What? How? Biased? How? Well,
She just hit
Yuri's
puberty.
balls
She just
dropped,
hit
yeah.
puberty.
never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do, pity fool. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Here's your poem to read.
Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
Ethnic pastor.
Ethnic.
Ellipses dance, ellipses to the left, ellipses to the right. I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you so long to read. Well, I don't read script very often.
Narrating as I was trying to read.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Longer like my penis. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I pity the fool who don't like my poem. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Sometimes it's easy. Something that's easy to, digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Who? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ryan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and desires in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you! Give me another beer.
Who are we picking next?
I vote for Monica.
Monica. I want to hear Zach Bryan again.
Okay.
Well. Crawling back to the big Z like a bird on its belly. Delicious.
Diddly dee.
Hi, Ryan. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better,
Let's go to the zoo!
I am always listening.
I want a beach episode. Spa
Don't be
episode.
afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind for the Hot Springs episode. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Ryan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's like a sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Ryan.
That's what she said. Really?
Yes, it's a lot. Didn't we put like panties as one of the things in there?
Panties are cute.
Panties are super cute.
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
They have little animals on them.
Or strawberries.
Ah,
Oh, jeez.
no. It's kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take it as a compliment.
Ah ha ha. If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
That guy with the sidewalk? Maybe a long time ago. Broke out.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories with just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but think about them. They can express views of a world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
That's also what she said.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have anything to worry about impressing them or anything.
Sound like the aliens from Mars Attacks.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You see, I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. By the way, Monica's full of shit. I hate her.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. My strategy is so simple an idiot could have devised it.
I see. Well, let's read it then, worst girl.
This is worst girl.
So
Does
far.
it say hole in the wall?
Yeah, you got here you go, dude.
I'm gonna need to come over to yours because I can't.
Yeah, kind of come on over.
Right. Hole in the wall. Fuck. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? Perhaps she was just born with a heart full of neutrality. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like the film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Alrighty then.
Sorry.
Some more of you.
So, what do you think?
I think it sucks and you suck. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between your words and lines.
As it's gone on, you're starting to sound like the lead penguin from Madagascar.
Oh my god.
Private!
I approve of that too, so.
When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Dicks.
It was a hole in the wall.
Dicks protruding out of
Glory
the
hole,
wall
if you
into
will.
a faces, young and fresh as the day I was born. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yes, something like that. It's the kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of becoming unstruggly.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
No, you're-
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. The best of friends.
I'm guessing this is the hint of our twist. Maybe. We'll see.
This twist is an orgy. Anyway.
If it's just an orgy, I'm going to be so pissed. We sat through all this.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
that'd be. I wish it was.
I would actually be impressed because like they have all this build-up that goes with it, and it's just an orgy, which would actually make me more surprised.
I'd be so surprised and mad for wasting all this time.
It's a scary orgy.
I really wish it was an orgy now.
Here's Monica. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. You force yourself to get something down on paper, tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink.
Like what comes out of Kiff on a Saturday evening. Sorry.
They thought he was the statesman and I was a jabbering mental patient. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Inform the men.
I made it with a woman.
Made it with a woman.
Ryan is a woman now, confirmed.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We thank you, listeners, as well.
I say, Natsuki, it's Daniel's
Yeah, we
turn.
gotta give him a break, yeah.
Ellipses. Ellipses dance.
More ellipses.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
This is every woman I've ever met.
I am every woman you've ever met.
More ellipses. Natsuki rereads my poem.
Taboo, huh? Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
This section is over. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Ooh.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, like, I would be more confident in sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let's show you show you what real literature looks like manga. And you went and ruined it. This is basically Parfait Girls. I hope you're happy.
Ellipses dance. So in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Yeah.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. That's what she said.
Natsuki's responses are just dry.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can't fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. Peoples can try, but that's about it.
That sucked.
I told you I'm a really good writer.
Hemingway.
Yeah.
Actual Hemingway.
I told you weren't gonna like it. There's
I
no
like
taboo.
it. I am lying to Natsuki.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Because I literally wrote
a
Monkeys Can Climb.
He's a crap.
Well,
I wrote facts.
because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Not like Dr. Seuss. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god, this is the one we're winning with.
I like it when it's easy to read, like Dragon Ball Z. But it hits you hard, like
Ron
One
Jeremy.
Piece. Like in this poem.
Is that Anchor guy?
Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
He was a
That
porno.
was a porno. He was like if Danny DeVito had a huge cock. That's
Oh yeah,
basically what
I've
it
seen that guy naked before.
Yeah, he's in jail now.
Yeah. Why is he in jail?
Take two guesses. He wrote Taboo and published it.
I published Taboo. It's published on StoryWrite.com.
Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. People can try.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
I like puns.
Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I swear.
She's such a tease.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Like, if you were
So-
smart, you'd get it.
So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I play Magic. I play Blue.
I play Ultra Pro sleeves.
I'm glad you learned something.
I have an Ultra Pro binder.
I bet she plays Reanimator.
Didn't expect
that a dig
from
or
the
Russell?
Didn't expect that one from the youngest one here, did you? Playing Reanimator.
Yeah, I guess not.
Turn 1 Grizzlebrand.
I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't play that much Graveyard Hate in my sideboard. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if
Leylands.
Natsuki is feeling
I
proud,
play
then I
4
won't take it away
Leylands.
from her. Oh my god, let's save so we don't ever have to sit through that again.
Oh god.
Who should I show my poem to next? Well, I guess it's
Cotton
Sayori.
Hill. Thank you, Hank's wife.
GH!
Ellipses!
Ellipses!
I like how we're just all saying ellipses now.
This is a good poem, Ryan. Are you sure it's your first time?
Yes, it's my first time, Sayori senpai. Of course.
That's how I got
It's-
Japanese, Hank.
It's not that good. What's his name?
So, Wataru? Wataru, I think.
Rocky.
Doki Doki? Wataru sounds right. I don't know. His name is Hilson. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't. I can't see from here.
Do it seriously.
I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me that you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Ryan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only real good people would do.
Thanks, Sayori.
I killed Biddy Man.
I'm not
Put
sure
down
if
this
Sayori
clever.
sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah!
You're manipulating Brian, women. It's 2022.
And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. That'll be my way of thanking you.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! You'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Ah, I'm really bad at this too. Now everybody has my Steam username.
Send him some weird stuff.
We'll
play
see
it.
about that.
I call this one Death to President Carter.
Jimmy Carter!
The yellow-bellied man who strategically got us out of Vietnam.
Jesus saved Christmas, Mom.
Oh, okay. We're trying to be too loud in your guys' ears.
You can be loud.
Yeah, no. we're
Dear
good.
sunshine, the way you glow through... the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me remember Iwo Jima. It makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. Just like the men that I killed off video. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
That is the best last line of a poem
So far, right?
ever.
I want breakfast.
I'm pretty sure this poem is about me. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Maybe just a little.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't you be mean to me. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I make eggs and toast.
And I won't give it to the Tojo!
I fucking love Sayori.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
It's the most important meal of the day.
I agree.
I get all cranky, and I've told you stories about what happens when I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
This was so much fun. Well, because the best.
I disagree. Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
No, you're gonna write the best porn ever.
That's mine.
Taboo.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I'm gonna hit the head real quick.
Yeah, I also need to pee, so I'll be right behind you. Or my line. I cannot hold anything like I used to.
Keep them entertained. Keep them entertained. Feeding me. This is Hef, and I'm currently entertaining you while the Horror Babylon lead hosts go to relieve themselves in the traditional way men do after having a few beers. So, hope you all are enjoying the time that we're spending together here. I believe the game itself has been exactly as we expected. It is my fond hope that you are enjoying the content. Can't say much else. I was a lonely child. Didn't have many friends. I remember sitting on a swing set, looking longingly to the swing next to me, and thinking, why is no one here with me? Why can't I also be loved? Why can't I find happiness? Why can't I be just a little older where I can finally drive my dad's Maserati? And then I would once...
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Are you telling embarrassing stories about me?
No, not at all.
I hope so.
I'm not telling embarrassing stories.
I'm pretty sure the only person watching right now is the girl I'm trying to impress.
Oh. He's a keeper.
Thank you.
We can verify that. I was merely amusing the audience with a sad tale of being on the swing set, looking longingly at a second swing set, wondering why no one else was there with me.
Oh my god, dude. My heart.
My heart. My heart at Wounded Knee.
Twist my effing ankle going down the stairs.
Do you need me to kiss to make it feel better?
No. Okay.
Do you have two bathrooms or just one?
Well, we have two. The downstairs one is fine for number ones. It's a little awkward for number twos.
Oh.
If I would have known that, I would have just been using the downstairs
Yeah,
one.
I kept going upstairs.
No, you can use the downstairs. I just went upstairs because I wanted to check on the kids. Okay, this is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting in. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Best girl and other best girl. They are gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems.
Oh, now me and Ryan get to have a dialogue.
As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this language? Is this a curse word?
Eh?
Monkeys can climb.
What did you say? Did you say something?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is, cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Eagles can fly. I'm still going. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Clearly, because I wrote that. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something first.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that really didn't come out nice at all. Like me dismissively handing you your poem.
Well, I guess I have a couple of suggestions.
Meatwad? Is that you?
Yeah, Frylock let me out of the closet. He was really mad because I put my Pop-Tarts in the tray of his Xbox 360 because those things get hot enough. I figured they could toast a Pop-Tart.
If I was looking for suggestions, Meatwad, I would have asked someone who actually liked it because I want an echo chamber. Which people did, by the way.
My Twitter feed is an echo chamber. I only follow people who like all of Star Wars.
Even the prequel trilogy.
Especially the prequel trilogy. It's my second favorite trilogy.
Sayori liked the prequel
I
trilogy.
just unfollowed the horror of Babylon.
And Ryan liked all the trilogies.
Every one of them.
So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I don't care about your sequel trilogy opinions, and neither does DJ Abrams. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style.
A lot of mine and I's actual opinions are coming out.
And so did Ryan Johnson. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring.
Like Obi-Wan.
Which...
Yeah, oh my god, dude. Obi-Wan is so good.
I still need to watch it.
I've waited like 17 years for this. It's so good.
Which I haven't yet.
Me.
And Ryan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. which is what I said to Ewan McGregor in a personal tweet message that I sent to him.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, the music's about to change. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I thought.
You can't do the meatwad voice with water in your mouth.
You just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Ryan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how did you know he appreciated my advice more? Are you so full of yourself?
No!
Basically, The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi is the fifth best film ever made. Fuck you! You couldn't appreciate it because you just want Star Wars to be the same thing again and again forever. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You probably even like The Last Jedi, but negative opinions get more views on YouTube, so you made a video on YouTube saying how much you fucking hate The Last Jedi even though you liked it!
You're a double unfollower.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
God, no, you're in now.
I was hearing about this Star Wars talk, and all I can think to myself is,
Star Trek.
I wish I was one of the 50 men I killed.
So you-
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ryan started showing up.
Damn.
Did she just accuse her of stuffing?
Stuffing.
Yes, 100%.
This is
Natsuki!
this is the best plot development I've ever seen in a video game. Oh, Natsuki. That's a little. That
doesn't involve
you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly,
Get out of Star Wars.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Ryan! She's just trying to make me look bad, and I thought that Obi-Wan was gonna unite the fans, but there's still people bitching about it!
That was the Mandalorian's job. That's not true. She started it.
There's people who don't like the Mandalorian, too.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing is more effective, like the prequel trilogy.
The prequel trilogy is the most complicated of all the trilogies. If there's a simply written trilogy, it's the original trilogy.
I'm so glad this is part of this. Now this is canon.
Hot take. Empire.
Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. She stuffs. What is the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Ryan.
Right! There's a reason why so many deep and expressive words are in our language. It's the
Through it, Ryan.
It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning of them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that?
You may have to switch back to the ethnic ministry. Your voice is dying.
I've hit my meatwad capacity.
I pity the fool who don't understand that, White Ryan!
Well!
Oh, here's your first choice. It's coming up.
What? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like
Daniel
I know
made me
anything
play
about
this
writing,
game.
but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Oh, help me, Sayori. What the fuck?
Alright, Hef, what's your vote?
Am I supposed to include like who I'm best girl with here?
No, just
Who
vote for one of
do you
the
agree with?
Just vote for
Oh,
one.
who do I agree with?
Yeah, sure.
Vote this, or this.
I mean, I'd totally bail on this. Yeah, like, I have no part of this. Hey, Sayori. what's
Okay,
up?
Daniel, what's your vote?
I would probably also scream "Help me, Sayori," because I don't handle conflict well.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what I pick. You guys get the.
But what
majority.
would you have picked? I want to hear it. And you can save, because we can always come back to this.
Okay, well, first let's save. Let's use 2 slots.
I like you used to save any point in the game. That's pretty cool.
So, I like Yuri. I think they both have good points. I don't particularly agree. I think they're both right.
Yeah, they should just enjoy Star Wars together.
I was going to say, I lost the point of what they were talking about simply because you all decided to go on the Star Wars tangent.
I thought it would be funny.
So
It was funny. I just have no idea what the hell each one of them were talking about.
Yuri is advocating.
I approve of anyone who stuffs a little bit.
Yuri is advocating for more complicated writing and using a more advanced diction, and Natsuki is advocating simpler writing with words that everybody understands.
Monkeys can clap.
And they're both right. They're just 2 different writing styles. I like Yuri a little bit more, but honestly, Natsuki has kind of won me over with the whole manga date. I think they're both best girl.
I also have a tendency for like fiery women.
Yeah, the manga dates are freaking great.
Yeah. So we're gonna help me say Yuri. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. Ellipses dance, ellipses to the left, ellipses to the right. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Ellipses, more ellipses. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting and making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the 2 of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Have you no idea what PTSD does to a person? Ryan?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. It's about my tweets.
I forget which voice I'm doing.
You should probably not do Meat Wad anymore. You sound like you're going to throw up.
Okay. I pity the fool who don't agree with Yuri. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into the conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never! It's your immaturity that made me upset in the first place.
If I don't want black people in Star Wars,
That's exactly the stuff I said I couldn't edit out.
It's an actual problem in the fandom.
Yeah, you've seen that they're sending death threats to Moses Ingram, right?
Yeah, no, it's not great. I'm not happy.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's like, these people, just get over your freaking yourselves. I know you haven't watched it yet, but she is awesome. Even if you don't like the character.
I already pre-ordered her figure.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah.
She's my favorite Inquisitor by a lot.
I collect the Inquisitor figures.
It's her and Trilla.
Yeah.
Trilla's really good too. Okay. Excuse me.
I think that's you.
Oh, is it still me?
Yeah.
Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes.
Stop!
Line!
Sayori's sick of Star Wars.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends.
Just like Smelly and Belchy, or Tubby, or
Yeah.
what's Cotton's friend's name? Gimpy.
Think Stinky.
Stinky.
Dinky, Brooklyn, Fat Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and Topsy.
And Topsy. Topsy was the one I was thinking of.
I just want everybody to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just so few words in it. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because I'm addicted to Twitter drama.
Well,
Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always were.
actually, I did stuff them because I wanted him to ram me.
Big and beautiful.
Ellipses?
Ellipses.
Ellipses?
I don't know. I like neighbor girl. Like if I have to pick girl, I like neighbor girl.
You like neighbor girl?
I like neighbor girl.
She's
You
third
like
best.
You like I want breakfast.
I really want breakfast.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna like my role is like I like neighbor girl and then trash talker over from far right. I really like that.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Isn't Monica supposed to be in charge? What the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna try out something new for Yuri here. Let me get a drink of water real quick.
Give us your best Darth Vader.
I can't.
Luke, Leia, your thoughts dwell on your sister. You are hard for your sister. You did what with your sister in the Hoth base? You're sick!
That's hot. This is coming from the guy who wrote Taboo.
Fan fiction somewhere.
That is about a mother and a son, not a brother and a sister. That's disgusting.
At least I know where the lines are.
I will make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as good a leader as I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing for me.
I fucking laughed, dude.
Nah! It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. She's a shitty president. If only I could make the chance to talk to her, get the chance to talk to her.
Oh, don't be a weeb. She sucks.
She's the Chris Ryan of anime presidents.
Oh, burn!
I hate how funny I found that.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your boat? It was a lot of fun.
Shit.
Shit. It was a lot of fun.
I don't remember what I was doing.
You Vadered into the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long he can keep that up either.
Well, I would say it was worth it. If we could conquer the Hydian way.
It was alright. Well, mostly. We went on a tangent there for a minute.
Right. How about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same if all these Last Jedi haters would get the fuck out of here. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
Fuck! I have to write another one.
Jesus.
Yes, you gotta do 3.
Oh, God damn. And maybe you've learned something from your friends, too.
You get 3 dates.
So your poems turn out even better.
Ellipses. I think to myself, I joined the wrong fucking club. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Ryan? Ready to walk home?
Sure. Let's go.
You sound so dejected.
Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Fuck. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise. They're both wonderful people.
It's almost like a penis game between them.
You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Oh, okay.
Phew! Ryan, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Sayori likes to watch.
That's...
Hey! Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's do this.
let's go get some fucking.
Are we in chapter 2 yet?
Yeah, this is chapter 2.
Oh, thank God. Chocolate or
Okay,
death.
who are we trying to get? Or who are you trying to get?
Okay, so if we choose swimsuit...
I feel like the more ridiculous things we choose, we're going to get like the mouthy girl. If that's who we're going for.
What word is jumping out to you, Ryan?
Death.
This is
It's like death.
we're having a Rorschach test.
I was a Sayori.
Shit.
Shit's not one of the words.
Bed.
Yeah, bed. Oh, that's another Sayori word.
Lust.
Yay!
Yeah, that's a Yuri word.
Family.
Oh, they bounce.
Oh,
when
there's
you
a
do it?
Sayori. Yeah, they bounce when you pick their word.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucking cute as
Inferno. Yes. Kitty. Damn it.
shit. That's a Natsuki.
Fantasy. Damn it. Sticky. Damn it. Anime. Damn it. Games.
Yeah, pick out Natsuki word.
Okay, hold on. I got it this time. I got it. Misfortune. Damn it.
Ooh, secretive.
Unrequited.
Yay, finally. Bubbles. Vitality. Yay.
Just
Melancholy.
pick the big words. You'll get it.
Contamination. Yay. I figured it out. Disoriented. Yes. Excite incapable memory.
I don't know why he's so
Memories.
excited. This means he's gonna have to read twice as much.
Oh yeah. Intellectual. Yeah. Parfait. Yeah, I knew that one. Nightgown.
That's about 50-50, dude.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more... What chapter does the thing happen in?
Chapter 3.
Oh, okay. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. And
It is a slow burn.
Yeah. Entering the club room, the usual sense greets me.
Yes.
Hi, Ryan.
Yo, Sayori, what's up?
But after it happens, it all kind of just
Don't you
spirals.
talk
Looks
to
like
me,
you're in
boy.
a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's all... No,
All I take is chocolate and rubbers.
But
That's all I need.
I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not how I raised you, boy. That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Yeah, why is that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
You cannot have my 38.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I
Who
knew
laughs
it.
at the fucking best?
I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
Curses! Wow! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
You're no better than Reagan.
Ha ha ha.
I can't believe he actually went for the Darth Vader voice.
Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
Her stepping is in her.
Yeah, her boobs are as big as always.
Ah, yes, of course.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. But I find your lack of faith in Sayori disturbing.
Yuri! Tell Ryan to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford as a good citizen of the Galactic Empire.
I like how we turned this into a Star Wars Let's Play.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. And if not, I would cast you into the Sarlacc pit, where you would suffer as your body was slowly digested over the period of 1,000 years.
Ellipses.
Ah. Did I just... I didn't mean that. As a enforcer of the Galactic Empire, I would not punish you with a Rancor pit, or with a Sarlacc pit, or a Rancor pit. I got too absorbed into my book, which is the latest Star Wars novel. Ooh.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution. Which is what the Rebel Alliance will feel once I find their base!
Oh, they're no better than the VA. That.
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess that's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Just like the midichlorians. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. Her midichlorian count is too high to not know what she is doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki and make them.
Come on.
Oh wait, it's me now. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Flop!
Flop! Kia... Oh.
Kia!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
It's a dick! It's the biggest cock I've seen since that man and down did... Shit. Like I got stuck, I'm sorry.
Say ow.
Ow! No, you can't do the just say ow thing where your midichlorian count is through the roof for 20 minutes. Don't give me shit.
Trying to make this entertaining.
What? What was? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is this a miracle?
Like the birth of the chosen one.
You're a piece of shit. It's because I played my restitution.
A piece of shit like the people who criticized The Last Jedi.
Like Natsuki.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you,
Like X.
but then I heard you blab about my cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha 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 ha.
Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
No.
Just eat it. Just eat it.
So good. Move.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands around her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
My cookies are good.
Back in the day, I would have fought a man to death for a good cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? I want the chocolate cookie.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hey.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her.
Hug.
I ship this. Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey, this is just like Ryan's fanfiction. Did you seriously just do that?
My fanfictions are so much better than this.
Be prepared for anything. Hoo.
That is what you should say before you read my fanfictions. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to
Shot
safety.
out of the way.
Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room.
Ugh, worst girl. Where's Monica anyway?
She's so worse, girl.
Good question. Have any of you heard the tragedy of Doth Plagueis the
I'm starting to
Wise?
think that Yuri has multiple personality disorder.
I thought not. It's not a tale you would hear from a simp that would play an anime dating game.
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. She has friends that read her manga.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
Ah ha ha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I strongly disagree.
You think she's playing climb the ladder with the boys in the gym room?
Excuse me, she's doing her best Bev impression.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I was hoping you guys were worried or anything. Fuck. You guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
His name was Biff. And he held me up all the way to the wall.
He crashed into a truck of manure, and I had to help him take a shower.
Well, my last period was...
You're in menopause already?
It's Monica's last period.
It's
You
a
don't
last-
have kids
Me-
now.
Menopause is truly a dire situation for someone of my age. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
Must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano.
Yes, tickling the ivory.
I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I mainly just take the lesson. Kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool!
If I didn't know, let's say I was playing this by myself, and I didn't know there's some sort of horrific twist, I would have quit a long time ago.
I'm about the same. I didn't even know about the horrific twist, so you're no better than me. You should play
Those
something.
people were tricked with boobs.
You should play something for us, Monica.
If you're wanting a porn dating game, there's a lot better out there. So I hear.
That's
Yeah, the Lofino one.
Yeah. But Newgrounds isn't up anymore.
That's disappointing.
do they
Monica
actually
looks at
do they
me.
actually like Strokey in the game? Oh my god.
It's not official, it's fan-made.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I also look forward to that.
Is that so?
No.
In that case, I won't let you down, Ryan.
Monica smiles sweetly, but nobody gives a shit. Aw. I didn't mean it any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. What did Sayori do?
You tried to take your money and ate a cookie.
Oh. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. How long does it take you to eat a cookie?
Jesus Christ.
It's a big cookie.
Yuri is back
Did
to
it all
her,
for the cookies.
Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
She really likes that closet.
Man, that's where the manga is. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of that book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all,
It's
you know?
really not.
We just need a way of showing that to everyone.
You pick one word and you write your poems.
Sometimes, or something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing we speak to their creative mind. What's the? Oh,
What's this? What's this? Da, 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 da. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Huh. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works perfectly. That wasn't why I suggested it. Cupcakes, speak to the creative tummy.
Ellipses.
Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details for the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh, whoa! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
You somehow got the Sayori
Sorry.
date.
Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club.
Does our school have a napping club? And why didn't I join that club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have a lot less time for anime, you know.
Well, fuck this, I'm out.
You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Why do you care what Monica thinks?
I don't! Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I know it.
Come on! At least give me the benefit of a doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over your...
Yeah?
Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
That's anime hair, you son of a bitch!
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. That's a little intimate.
Yeah, dude. Women love that.
Man, you really... They love being touched
They love being
without,
touched
without
without
consent.
permission.
Yeah, that's exactly what they love. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Where? I don't see it.
And all these women in here, what would you know about being straight?
I try to wipe the stain off with my fingers.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
You are a meanie?
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori.
How else will I get these attention on these tatas?
Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. What the fuck, dude? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. What the fuck?
This is God fuck, okay. This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend that does these kinds of things.
Oh god, friend zone. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm just happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
It's not the only thing that's going to get off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Jesus Christ. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Ah, that's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then I'd be gay. Then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. I'm speaking as Cotton Hill people.
Okay. Alright.
It took me a second. I forgot what we were doing.
You take better care of me than anyone else would, anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little bit earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
Eh? I guess we're really are better taking care of each other when we were taking. God, this is a mess of a sentence. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, I was just joking that time.
And it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Hey, we got some feedback from Carrie. I have no idea what it means.
Like, I can hear you all talking, but no picture. And I can see the mouse moving.
Like there's no.
That's weird.
Hold on.
Who's actually? I wonder how long it's been like that. Just isn't us fucking going off like this.
Whoops.
Is that what they're seeing? Is that clip?
Let me pull up YouTube real quick.
It's just this.
That's what they're seeing?
If that's what we're seeing, we're done.
We'll save and fix it later.
What the fuck?
Is that what they're seeing? Is that? Oh my god.
It's just this. That's what they're seeing.
If that's what we're seeing, we're done. Guess what? We're done.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me look at this for a second. What the fuck?
How's it stuck there? Like, is it? It's like in the title screen, right? Just playing the music. Good job, Carrie. Good job. That is unfortunate. How many viewers? One? I don't think we're losing too many people, thank God.
We've had 8.
We've had 8.
I mean,
We don't have any right now, but
at the very least, we are. This is our learning curve.
well, I fixed it.
That's good.
Hey, we fixed it.
They're just listening to us be freaks while there's poppy music playing on a title screen.
I'm asking Carrie to check.
Okay, everyone, just
Oh,
go to the back of the school and hang yourself.
Yeah, that's a. This is the now. It's now the Doki Doki hanging ourselves club.
Uber fail. Okay, everyone. Are we still doing this, or is this like pretty much just like tanked?
Let's save Carrie. Let's wait for
I
Carrie.
mean, it should be.
She
It
says
should be.
fixed. She says fixed.
Okay.
Eh?
Okay.
Monica suddenly calls out.
There we go. Oh my god.
Why don't we share the photos we wrote down? Yay! Ryan, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same.
You're so dispirited.
Failed to sound enthusiastic. That Sayori still trots over retreat. Fuck, I don't care anymore. Oh God, not again.
Were you sharing the poem with, right? People can see what we're sharing now.
Great.
At 12:41.
Whoops.
This one?
Natsuki.
Hmm.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would have been completely pissed.
Well, I guess I try something a little different this time.
I like getting the wind out of your sails.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away.
Let's try to get to the end of this chapter and we'll save it. And then we can pick it up with chapter 3.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. It mentions breakfast.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long. You might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Yeah, she likes dudes who touch her without permission. It's weird. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you?
Fluffy?
You know, her boobs are bigger.
She just floats in the
It's so
halls.
much. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight, and the weight's name is Ryan.
That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way: if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. We all float.
We all float down here, Ryan.
You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. I think Natsuki's jealous.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. You're
already
supposed to write like me about monkeys. Oh yeah,
Eagles fly, monkeys can climb. It's about disappointing ourselves, Yuri.
I'm supposed to show you my poem.
God,
Here. Amy likes spiders. This is about it. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her.
Are we spiders in this metaphor?
Yes.
One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world would be better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone on my Twitter.
Bitch.
Jesus. Can we
Not
tell her it sucks?
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was too short and about monkeys. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not. You could do much, much worse.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
You hate Amy.
Yuri's a bitch.
I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain a complicated issue with a much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my manga is in a closet. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some sort of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid people will find out. So they make fun of you or think less of you. Like playing a Let's Play and having it on the screen.
I like POV porta potty porn.
But that just makes people stupid. You can like all the porta potty porn you want, Ryan.
Gross, I don't. It's so gross.
That's a very small demographic.
Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy.
There's only one guy who likes POV porta potty porn, but he watches so much of it he feels the entire industry.
You would have to.
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things like spiders.
It's like somebody who pays money to watch somebody chew their fingernails.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like fuck spiders.
Stacy's
They're
a
big
bitch.
emotions in the moment. But I want people to think, not just feel. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Remember that. I'm gonna write one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
We're just going down the list.
Ellipses.
Dude, I gotta read Carrie's comment. Oh god, not Chris sounds so sad.
What?
I'm putting this on our page
Not
later.
Chris sounds so sad. Oh, what does that mean? I don't follow.
He
It
sounds
means
sad.
I sound sad.
Oh, he?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, not Chris sounds sad. I got it. Okay. Because you're Ryan and not Chris.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
got
not
it.
Chris.
Okay. I'm not tech savvy. Right. We're sorry. Oh, that's me now.
You are the tech savvy one.
That doesn't mean anything. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Ryan.
I've never heard that before.
I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem.
Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Can I?
You must be seriously overreacting. It's not a boat of dead commies.
We're
Not a
doing
good
live
writer at
stream.
all.
Of course, I'm overreacting.
I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well,
Playing this game.
maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Ryan poem!
It's wonderful.
And that makes it even extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
I'm the next Shell Silverstein. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
It's my sheet now.
You're so fucking weird, Sayori.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad.
You talk like an old man from Texas.
That's why I just go to my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Shell Silverstein.
I hate how funny that is.
Ugh! Why don't you at least try giving it some thought and saying something other than Shell Silverstein?
Oh, you want to write something for me?
Like a Star Wars tweet?
That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. Like a Star Wars tweet, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. And sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
Yeah, bi-lyrical.
What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Just like my feelings about the President of the United States.
He could be better and he could be worse.
Me too, kid. Me
All I
too.
know is I miss my shins. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
He's like vanilla
Like
ice cream.
Cher.
There are better flavors, but there are worse flavors.
Like that
Rum
Amber Heard
raisin.
girl. I like her because she's both happy and sad, depending on who's asking.
Is that better or worse?
I don't know. I've never had rum raisin.
Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, so you
Well, Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give a rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
I love you so
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Yeah, is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ryan. I should write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Good luck.
I canceled out of it. I don't want to read. I'm kidding.
Is it showing up over there?
Right here?
Over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
It's right here.
Good.
Hold on, let me snappy. Aha, now we have both up. Smart. Go for it.
All right. Bottles. I pop off my scalp. Shit. Okay, hold on. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens.
The fuck?
I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, like the brains of Iwo Jima. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottles on a shelf with all the other bottles. This woman is fucked up. Happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels uncertain way. Dawn comes in a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies.
What?
This is a very impressive metaphor for a G-spot. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping.
Have you heard Ringo's song about the octopus's garden?
Octopus? No, I can't do that one.
An octopus's garden in the shade.
I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door.
The fuck?
Finally, all done. I think she cheated. I open up and come in my in come my friends.
Who come in?
They come in such a hurry. Do they want all my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to reach in every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet.
I know that.
Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head.
Okay.
Holy crap!
Sayori, did you really write this?
No, it sure said which
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've really been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy.
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So you should be proud of it.
My voice acting.
Well, half of your girl's dialogue is just grunts and boos.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing's like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
I hope you can keep it up too, Sonny.
I'm having a hard time, honestly.
Writing's best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before
Is this
dropping
girl
it.
gonna hang herself? Like, holy shit.
And before dropping it no more than a week later. I'm thinking suicide is going to be part of this. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Hey, look, it's Stuffer.
Stuffs McGee here. How much effort do you want to put into your voice right now is what you gotta ask yourself.
Hi! Let's see what you've written for us today! Ellipses!
There went our one viewer.
Well done, Ryan!
Oh yeah, Carrie's talking about you.
Your skills are already improving!
Can't spoilers.
Really?
Oh, it's spoilers.
Thanks, Yuri.
Okay.
Coming from you, that means a lot.
Hey! It's nothing! I'm just happy to help you inspire fellow
Are
writers!
you fucking Pinocchio from Shrek? Is that what's happening right now?
Say something ridiculous like you're wearing women's underwears.
I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
Are you?
No!
What is it?
It's a G-string! No, it's not! I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much.
That's the second time we've referenced that exact scene.
So don't worry so much. It seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect, like the perfect cock. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring, like a daring cock. Metaphors can go a long way, like a long cock. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears, like a bunch of cocks. They're letting your mind wander through your feelings, like wandering around in a field of cocks. And write down the things you see and you hear. If you see a cock or if you hear a cock. If it smells like a cock, if it tastes like a cock, it's probably a cock. The one way to truly enable your readers is to see into your mind. My mind is full of cocks. It's a very intimate exercise to play with a cock.
I see. That's certainly an interesting technique.
Oh my god.
Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that is if you'd like to read it.
Of course. It's a poem?
If every other noun is not cock when you read this.
Yuri nods.
I don't know, dude. This poem is pretty long.
And timidly hands her poem. Shit.
The raccoon?
The raccoon.
The raccoon.
This is a fairy poem.
The-
My ex-wife wrote this.
The raccoon cock. It happened in the dead of the night while I was playing with my cock, while I was slicing bread for a quick snack that I would eat after playing with my cock. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon's cock outside my cocky window. That was, I believe,
the first time I noticed my strange tendencies to play with my cock, as I was an unordinary human who had two cocks. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, and my subconscious was well aware that the raccoon's cock was aware that the raccoon that is fed always came back for more from my cock. I had a cock in the front and a cock in the back. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, but I would not cut off my cock. The bread was my hungry curiosity, and the cock was also in my butt. The raccoon, an urge to play with my cock. The moon increments its phases, and it reflects that much more light was coming off the side of my cock. My cock can control the tides of the ocean. When my cock would raise, the tide would go up. When my cock would lower, the tide would go down. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend and off the glistening sides of my cock. I slice the bread, I slice my cock, fresh and soft, hard and tall, like my cock. The raccoon becomes excited, like my cock. Or perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal, like I would project my lust onto the women in this literature club, just like my cock. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other, like my right hand and my cock. They are quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. I have to masturbate so much whenever my hormones balance out. Kleenex's stock is going to take a huge dip, so my bread is always handy, like I keep my cock always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, every time I brandish my cock, the raccoon shows its excitement. Like, I'm pretty sure this poem's about a cock. I rush of blood, like the rush of blood that flows into my cock when it's ready to become hard. A classic Pavlovian conditioning, like when when it becomes 5 a.m. and HBO starts playing Wild Girl info commercials. The Wild Girls. What's it called?
Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild. Yeah.
He's trying to get the wild thornberries on or some shit. I don't know what's going on.
Eliza.
Hold on.
Eliza.
Yeah, make her an actual thornberry.
Eliza. Stop playing with Darwin's cock. He's a chimpanzee, for God's sakes. Classic Pavlovian conditioning to play with a chimpanzee's cock. I slice the bread and I feed myself again.
We're fucking 11.
I was a little more daring in this one than yesterday's. It had a lot more cocks.
I can see that. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's not about cocks. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through that.
Yeah, if I take it to the face like your cock, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to take a cock into my unusual hobbies. It's the sort of thing that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, like I'm usually forced to play with a cock. With a raccoon, he comes into my bed and crawls up my sheets at night. He starts to rummage around in my underwear. And I tell him, stop rummaging around in my underwear, you trash panda! You trash panda! So I sometimes enjoy writing about trash pandas that rummage around in my underwear.
That's funny. Ellipses question mark. Didn't Natsuki also write about trash pandas that rummage around in her underwear? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests?
Eh?
That was about spiders.
She
Probably
did?
ate a spider
Yeah.
when she was younger.
She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. If I want to be molested by a trash panda, then that's my own goddamn business. It's consensual.
This is canon now.
Does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
She would either feel everything or feel nothing.
That's well interesting. I wonder if she prefers to be manhandled by trash pandas, or maybe she likes overgrown chipmunks with longer tails that live in trees, whatever those are fucking called.
Lemurs?
I think the layman term is squirrel. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry, I'm never repeating any word of this conversation ever.
Okay! Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener.
Oh, God.
Okay, Zach, we're in again.
Hi again, Ryan. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take it. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're doing and applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Did you hear about Yuri's cock? My God. Stellar writing.
It's just stellar. I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Ellipses. All right. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it's like a fly being on top of seductive manure. It also sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem...
Are you sure you're not reading into that too much?
Heavens, no! It could be as well. Oh God, sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Poor Monica.
That voice really makes me need to sneeze because I've got like the nose perked up. Okay.
I also have a nose.
No, like it. I don't know. Like I have the. It's like I don't know. Mayonnaise. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri.
Did you see there's a rainbow mayonnaise and it's called Gayo? For Pride Month?
No shit.
Yeah. No, it's real.
That sounds preposterous, but okay. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it, like velour bedspread. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, and like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yes,
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
it truly is. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either.
Oh God.
Yuri's cock.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now?
Hardly.
I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
All right, let's
We get
take
to
a
hear
look.
Worst Girl's poem.
Horse girl poem, alright. Did they save me?
Yeah.
Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Did you read about Yuri's cock?
I hear trash pandas like to rummage around in her underwear. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't know.
No, I never said that. It's just kind of the thing I never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space or words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic.
I think you just double spaced your poem to make it seem longer, Monica.
The way I wrote, the lines are really short, makes me feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
Or you're like Dan Brown and you're writing something super short to make me feel smart when I finish it.
Yeah.
How about I
See.
finish you?
It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract, as physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, you just throw the killbots under the bus by throwing as many men as you can at them. And don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen.
I like that the game reminds you.
Yeah. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Whatever am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, so my question is, who the fuck made it this far in the game to figure out there was something messed up?
A bunch of perverts.
Somebody really desperate. Alright, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone would come and sit at the front, good fucking God, you're talking too fast.
Is this about the festival? I wanted a Hot Springs episode, not a festival.
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a couple of days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. Cock. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the festival.
Okay, that's great now, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Would you let me finish talking?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Do you like spiders?
I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing? Like on cock?
Penis?
Monica, I only have enough trash pandas for 3 of us.
Yes!
Everybody else is going to have to bring their own trash pandas to roam around in their underwear.
We're going to have a pornography performance. Each of us are going to choose a porn and recite it during the event.
This will
Okay,
make us
but I
super
call
popular.
trash pandas.
But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite porns too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Shit.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
You're kidding me, Monica. You didn't say anything. You didn't already start putting up posters, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Yeah, I think it's garbage.
Well, kinda, yeah. Well, no. It's not a bad idea, just no one likes poetry, and I like monkeys. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. And also, I'm not friends with Amy because she lets spiders rummage around in her underwear.
We both like Star Wars now, it's cool.
Yay, Star Wars! And boo letting spiders play with your underwear parts. I could never in my life do something like that. I could never just stick a spider up my skirt. I'd be really too afraid it would get stuck in my juices.
This isn't Stephen King.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri just never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry.
Ellipses!
Ellipses.
But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club.
Pretty sure the festival event is the Kobayashi Maroon.
If we start the
What?
event and get out a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. Also, they told me you guys look like dorks.
They look like dorks.
The more people to perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself.
I have something to contribute.
I have some concerns. Finding your new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're in this club today. Don't you want to share it with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. We all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then by God, we will do it.
More ellipses.
Ellipses again. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent because they don't want to fucking do this.
They don't want to be embarrassed in front of their high school classmates.
Sayori looks weird. I mean, worried. I guess that leaves me no choice.
She has anime hair. Of course she looks weird.
I agree. I don't think it's too much. I fucking disagree.
No, Ryan, it says right there you agree.
That's weeb, Ryan. I don't think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members.
We Ryan to impress the 4 girls. Well, 3 of them.
The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but more ellipses.
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Cotton.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Who? Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Ellipses. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Just like the first time a trash panda crawled into my window.
Wow.
It didn't give you a choice. You should have taken it out with an axe.
My sister was borrowing my axe that night.
My brother was borrowing my axe one night, but that's because he liked to spritz himself up a little bit. Oh, I should probably tell you, it was the fragrance, not the weapon.
Trash pandas have a very distinctive fragrance.
Oh my
I
God.
also have a very distinctive weapon. It comes at you like a spider monkey.
Sometimes I think the trash pandas are actually homeless people.
That just sounds insensitive. Oh shit, where were we? Okay, you're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. That or the trash pandas that crawl into my room every night and rummage around in my underwear. I'm starting to get blisters down there.
It's like some crazy herpes that you never really worry about.
Average herpes.
Gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica! This is too sudden!
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
I have no problem doing it in front of strangers. Oh no.
Don't worry. We'll put a mask on you.
These are our embarrassed faces.
I'll start off with everyone to feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had. Oh my god, we gotta hear another one! Then she stands behind the podium.
I'm sorry. My lungs hurt.
You're welcome.
The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. just like my spaceship.
For bonus points, what is the name of Zap Brannigan's ship?
The ship?
Yeah.
Oh god. I didn't know the name of the ship. I know the dupe.
Something Nimbus?
The Nimbus.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
just the Nimbus?
The Nimbus. The dupe is the Democratic Order of Planets.
Oh, that's the thing he blows up with the laser.
It's the Federation.
Okay.
That's what I would do to the Federation.
Ooh.
Ooh. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural?
Nope, it's Shim Baggett.
I glance around. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was good, Monica. Oh, yes, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready next, Sayuri?
I'll go next.
Hooah! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called Cox.
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
Is it too big for you?
I'm used to trash panda cocks, which are about the size of a peanut.
Cotton!
Sorry. I'm stuck on peanut. You're gonna give me a minute.
It's a peanut penis. It's alliterative.
You can do it, Yuri.
And sometimes they're prickly, which makes them a prickly peanut penis. Which is pedestrian, I know. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing.
It's like the veins of a cock.
This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside of her head and inside her underwear. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back. He snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered.
She just read the train scene from it.
Oh, gross. I did that yesterday.
I recited it for the whole class.
I think I have an idea. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. You're better than Monica. It's not that we didn't want to
I
applaud
had her
for
too.
but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Ellipses. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow.
That's not Miado. I thought it was Japanese.
Sorry, I giggled. Yeah.
Sayuri!
It's a lot harder than I thought.
That's what she said.
How'd you guys do it so easily?
That's what she said.
Ah,
I love it whenever he has to talk to himself.
try not to think of it like that you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror, or perhaps with a strong female figure in your own head. If it's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that it can. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it. Good job, Sayori. even Ryan liked it.
Not really.
I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It'll come out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the soft and gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
That's what she said.
Then the next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Jesus Christ. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Ryan. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. I write about spiders. Might as well let Ryan lower everyone's standards a little bit more. I have to do it.
I had you tied for best girl.
Bitch, man. Bitch.
Everybody loves a bitch.
Natsuki?
It's fine. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today.
This is Taboo Volume 2.
I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, this poem is called How I Learned to Love Star Wars Again. I'm going.
That implies that I ever stopped loving Star Wars. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and admits that The Last Jedi isn't as bad as YouTube says, and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called Why I Love Ryan and He Is Not a Spider. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Because you're presumptuous.
I'm seeing.
Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting, you dumb.
I'm seeing double.
Anyway, this poem is called Jump. I took out the shonen, so it's not plagiarism.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again, like on the festival.
Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier.
That's what she said.
I learned that from Bev. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, like Pennywise.
Teach me to fly, Ben.
But when it's just my friends.
So I'm just kind of playing along.
Teach me to fly! It's like flying. God,
It's just embarrassing. I picture birds when I read my
Shit.
poems.
Got me all flustered with Bev.
Yeah, that's my fault. It's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess that's that case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time, or let me service you sexually.
No. Jeez. I should probably find some other club to join, or some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all of this effort into the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up.
I forgot
Let's
how
try
long
to
day
write
2
all
was.
this. It's been reaching out for the festival, finish planning tomorrow, and blah, 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 bloody fucking
I don't
blah.
say blah, blah, blah. I only say it when I don't say it.
Well, maybe that's your excuse for being incompetent.
Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. All right.
Just picture birds.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. No, we don't want to impress Monica. Shit.
Ready?
Ready to go, Sayori?
I'm ready.
Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Yeah.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay.
It's okay, Ryan. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. Let's go already! I'll walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, although it feels like 20 years, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Ellipses? Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh? Did she say something?
What would you do, tramp?
I would walk fucking home with her. What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Hold on.
Save. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck.
Ryan, what's your vote? You vote first this time.
I'm afraid. I think Sayori is... I would walk home with Yuri.
You walk home with Yuri?
Yeah.
I'm just... I don't know. I feel... I'm also not as big a Yuri fan, but I don't know. I feel like with... This girl seems painfully sad, and I would have to make sure she's okay, so I'd go with Sayori.
I'm going to go home with Yuri because I also think she's painfully sad, and that's bringing my mood down.
Walking home with...
I would feel bad. I would feel honestly bad. Like, just fucking her in an alley.
Why does that thought make my heart pound and my cock throb?
You think of trash pandas.
The last thing that I would ever admit to Yuri is that I am the trash panda that creeps into her room every night and rummages around in her underwear like it's my sock drawer.
I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Ha! You admitted it!
Jeez. That's not even any point... There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore. This girl's gonna fucking kill herself.
Yeah, I'm really convinced that suicide
This
is part of this.
fucking. I don't like this.
Need you?
I don't like this.
Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry?
Everyone is different.
Oh, yeah, you're good, sorry.
So my guess is that like all four of these girls have like different disorders, and depending on how you like go through the game, you trigger one of their suicides. That's my guess.
It seems. Yeah, okay.
It's a solid guess.
Because it's right.
I disagree, but only because I feel like it's one of those things where you've been picking one of two. This one has not been the predominant one, and we're still getting overexposed to this one as opposed to the other one.
Yeah, but
I mean, unless it's like so randomly generated, you just randomly get one.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we've only played through it once. Like, I don't know that in a different playthrough, maybe one of the other girls is your childhood friend.
It's always Sayori.
Well, thanks for ruining my theory. Everyone is different. But not every playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward, but it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. We're going to save here.
Okay.
And we're going to call it, and we're going to pick up with Chapter 3 on our next playthrough. Thank you, Daniel and Hev, for joining me today.
Special thanks to Carrie for pointing out our technical difficulty.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate that, because some of this might be salvageable. So we did a little over 3.5 hours of this.
Damn.
Jeez.
How much of that was just me and Ryan talking about Star Wars?
About 2 hours. But
The rest of it was me yelling some sort of Nazi swearing.
Nazis! And we got 10 views, which is about 1,000%. It's exactly 1,000% more.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
All right. Well, thank you everybody who watched. And if anybody's watching this on a replay, definitely check out the podcast. You can get it on YouTube or in any of your general podcatchers. We cover horror novels. We do a book episode every 2 weeks, and then we cover the adaptations on the following week. Right now, we are covering Stephen King's It. Coming up, we also have Mermaid Saga by Rumiko Takahashi, Carmilla by J. Sheridan Le Fanu, and then after that, we're doing Salem's Lot, also by Stephen King. What's that? Oh, thanks, thanks Carrie. You're the best. Otherwise,
You
also
said you're welcome.
check out our socials: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Ask for the link. Also, we are now on Slasher, which, if you're not aware of Slasher, it's a horror fan specific social media app. It's really cool, so check that out.
Yeah, I
And,
can't wait to check out more of that.
yeah, send us a friend request. Other than that, thank you guys again for joining us, and everybody stay scary.
We will see y'all soon.
Thanks for watching.
And now for the obligatory socials. Like, share and subscribe. Blah blah blah. Follow Daniel at DStarSick on Twitter. Follow Ryan at Darth Damio on Twitter. Find the podcast on Twitter at HorrorPod69. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Goodreads. Become part of the community by joining the Facebook group or asking for our Discord link. Email us at thehorrorofbabylonpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/thehorrorofbabylon. You can listen to the show on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Audible, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Podcast Addict. I need a drink.